are heavy hitters. And it looks like a quick piece to begin with. Already Durka just going to put his body on the line, fly right in towards the site.
Actually come through, yeah. It's 2 for 1 in favor of KRU, actually, and B&J actually gonna find another one, and we'll find the third. Doma falls now, down to just Magnum as he comes up short. He'll come through, try and swing on. We'll get that headshot through. Tag down to about 70 HP, a lot left to do, and Klaus actually...
If they just go subtle, now, yes, Nagset does find one, but they're going to lose position on long. This is where they could maybe overwhelm, but no! Out of nowhere, the huge deny, shut down. There was so much opportunity for maybe a spike plant, get a little bit of a punish, maybe take away some of that economy, but now it's just in tatters. Magnum, great player, but this one, way out of check.
Well, no information, but information nonetheless through Sewers here. Actually, that's going to force a drift away from A side and some aggression elsewhere.
Coming through, you can see the utility put towards A. He's facilitating that. Maybe a quick flank for him. B&J, though, going to get all the information. And the dash does come out from Durka. He's on the side. The snap comes in. No damage done yet for KRU. And here comes that lurk from Boaster. Lovely work from him. Good read on these rotations. Going to be outnumbered now. Needs to keep that rifle if they want to keep this clean.
Yeah, Klaus comes through, pinched perfectly. So we'll get one upgrade here. Will they consider coming through and finding, or trying to find a little more damage? You creep through A-Link, but the wall down over spawn, I guess, going to change the viability. At least to make it a little harder for them to come through and find it here. Maybe just try and keep some of Fnatic on the site to die to the spike. Nobody from KRU actually going to come over. B&J now trying to tuck in towards sandbags.
Yeah, timing works out so perfectly for Fnatic. They're going to get everything going for themselves. And once again, that constant pressure now in the back of their minds of that mid lurk coming out from Boaster. But Klaus with a really good shot towards Durka denies that quick start. Now it's going to at least kind of slow them down for a second, cause a little bit of a pause for thought, but the rest of the site's going to be swarmed, but Klaus denies. A huge 3K from him. Those two kills were integral. Now Boaster feels like a mile away. The spike's now going to be lost. Boaster has to pick up the pieces. Finding Delzik is the first step. Klaus a little less than ideal on HP. Big work from Boaster. This is scrappy. And somehow Fnatic pull it back. Maybe Durka on the other side as well. So yeah, B&J going to be posted up for the fight. And yeah, just straight up loses it. Durka is on today. And he's going to double down on it as well. Massive entry work from Durka. And you can see the pace he's going to work with. He knows the two that have been playing the site. Yes, Klaus does lean over here. But with it being so quick and so successful, they've got it all. This is a... This is a wrap in my mind. They're already backing away towards this.
It's both invested here, so it's going to be chaos on the side. Boaster got to come through, potentially shut down that lockdown, Lauren.
You got 5 seconds. One's been shut down, the other's still going 2-on-1. So that does mean KRU's gonna have to get out of there, detained. 2 players now caught up in this. Fnatic re-aggress. You can see it. Magnum just takes the ball by the horns. Huge work from Fnatic. Denies the retake with a perfect execution. Every analyst, every fan of your thinking man's Valorant will adore what we just saw. Utility, he can just start building up on this one. Gonna try and back away a touch, get the utility work down before he has to get involved here. Sky gonna at least slow down the progress, but Magnum's got his back, and in we go already. Fnatic just bullying their way through. This is just brazen aggression, and KRU don't know what to do with it.
And the problem here, I mean, this is the sort of pace change we talk about with Fnatic, where they sit in the default for so many rounds, and they show little bits of presence here and there that they'll just stack up as 5, and like I said, just bully their way onto A site here. Isolating Nags perfectly on long. B&J, nothing really to do there with 2 players stacked up in the sewer as well. It's beautiful from Fnatic. Magnum actually. Oh, there's pants down in the window there. Got to respect it with 10 HP now.
He's fine. Boaster, help me out, dude. I don't want that fight. Actually, tell the lie, he's gone. Oh,
he's still challenged.
He had 10 HP, dude. He had 10 HP. What's going on?
Now it's just one. Delzik left solo, so we might just catch Boaster. He does indeed. Seekers come through, so got to back away now. But the damage is done. First blood in favor of KRU.
Yeah, brilliant timing on that, but there's that mid load coming out from Durka this time rather than Boaster. It does get shut down by Nagset, but there's the res on both sides now invested. Back up to a 5v4. Durka still lost, of course, but Boaster still looking to try and progress through. Garage finds Delzik this time.
Boaster.
Double down on it, looking for the triple on it. Boaster is a madman right now. Insane work from him. And Mazino is a mile away from trying to deny this. Maybe he could find one of them, but can he deny the plant? No. Magnum's got the back, and there it is. Fnatic just flexing now.
You know, Garage and C, maybe even C Link. Double stack.
Magnum's free.
Might find one. Actually, yeah, Magnum good for the trade, though.
Yeah, Magnum's been pretty decent at the trading. The spacing's okay. A little bit of a shame to lose Boaster like that, but Durka's going to be just fine finding Klaus. You can see Mazino, yeah, you can check C long, but that's not where the problem really lies at the moment. And Fnatic, actually, this is still very much up in the air. It looks like that commitment towards B now comes in. Durka up on top, but Nagset does finally have a good read on this. Getting a little bit trickier, but Doma gonna at least keep the site safe. Spike gonna go down, a 3v2 post plant.
And B&J actually spotted out here. Maybe isolated in window. Mazzino got to get something done to draw the pressure away from B&J. Will actually find Magnum off screen somewhere. Mazzino comes through, going to clear all the sides. So they should know that actually they've got a decent pinch opportunity.
Yeah, these are scary times now. Fnatic back to the wall, both of them there. Now Mazzino's going to be the first one out. Spots one. Might have heard the secondary gunfire. B&J needs to come around. Can't do it. Mazzino! Oh.
They're going to wait out this wall. B&J actually nearly caught off guard, but will still find something with the Guardian once again here. Magnum going to invest the lockdown in sewers here, so they've got to respect this and back away from sight for the time being. The flash actually to force them off that angle as well. Going to give them complete sight control here. An opportunity to set up in this post plant. Dome already gets that wall down. It's going to be able to reinforce with plenty of time left.
Nice post plants coming out. Mystic finding Klaus to begin with. We do see the divide coming in. The last flash put through by Mystic. Going to put it down towards CT. The retake going to start coming through, though. You can see the utility trying to divide it, but Mystic's having none of it. Doma's still there. This retake is going nowhere. Fnatic too often. So, again, expect a little bit of a considered piece here, and Mazzino's going to punish. Brilliance from Mazzino, waiting so well. Yes, he took damage for it, but going to claim two and force rotations. You can see it. Sky's on the way over. Killjoy's already on the way over. This is now going to put Doma on an island.
He's got to find this first kill clean. Or at least find the information. We'll actually get the time in there, and he's going to wall off and respect the push for the time being, but stacked up here. He's actually going to dip back in. We'll find the first, we'll find the second as well. Doma, he's gone huge for Fnatic here, leaving them in a 2v3 retake.
He's just made that possible. I don't know how he got away with it. He looked like he was dead. He was a dead man walking, but still. The post-plant positioning should be somewhat okay, but there's still utility. That's going to be a bit of an issue. Magnum going to try and work back in, decides to just go for it, gun out here. Delzik, though, going to agree him with a smile. That's Mystic gone, now just in the hands of Magnum. A 1v3, not going to happen, and KRU convert the first. It's exactly what they need to build back into this game. And the fast flank from Durka is going to be there as well, so I want to keep my eyes on that. Mystic, happy to stand here. He's going to get the advantage on the fight to start with. Big trade for Mazzino, but still, Doma's still in place. This is a shutdown. The flash came out, but didn't blind him enough to be able to get away with it. Boaster now on the site as well. Mazzino with it all to do. A 1v3 presented. This would have to be an ace to save the side. And Fnatic deny. They keep two standing. The opponent's Klaus is down. Durka's still pushing up here, looking for another fight. Finds it. Walks away, says, I've done some damage. I don't mind anymore. But they did lose Doma in the meantime. Now, that's actually something that could cause Fnatic some struggles.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this match, the one thing Fnatic are known for are these defensive executions. Jay actually will find Boaster. Like I was saying, being extremely proactive like this, if they can keep finding success, they will just dismantle the default from KRU. Oh, okay, actually, I missed an opportunity to line two up there, and actually find that Magnum. Gonna catch the audio cue though. He's gonna be in a perfect position to catch coming out.
Have I told you about Magnum's 1v3? It starts like this. He gets the first, that's a spike now. Lost, but the trade came out as a different round. Okay, maybe there's a time limit on this. Okay, and there's a flash, so information found for Fnatic, but Mystic's gonna be outgunned in this one. Flash comes back in from BNJ. And actually, investment of the ult, but with the slow towards short, gonna deny quick progress here, and Fnatic can just wait at the back of sight.
Yeah, two players being tucked in hell makes this really difficult for KRU. They've got to come through and deal with these players. They don't have sight control just yet. Durka with a banner in hand as well. The third on the round for him.
He can't get away with this. How on earth has he been allowed to get away with this? Fnatic turn it to 12.
Finding the third on the round initially there, and then finding the fourth. And
they're walking mid.
Invested as well.
Durka's just walking mid at map point, and he's got 2 kills. He's on fire right now, and he wants to keep going, but Klaus denies it, extinguishing the flames, so they're starting to build through mid. Doma, though, on the push as well. This is dominance from Fnatic at 13-5. Map 1 is a wrap.
At least the weaker side of this setup from KRU in terms of numbers. Max actually comes through, finds a headshot, but no kill, and the spike will get planted uncontested behind that wall.
Look, we have seen, though, crew on these pistols have been pretty solid. The vast majority of their rounds. Delzik, though, does lose out to Mystic, who's keeping this one in check, but Mazino's also doubled down. Yeah, and I don't... They're kind of checking on it, but they haven't noted him at all. Durka's still here as well. And look at Doma just keeping himself quiet, surrounded by crew players. Nagzit's going to find Durka. Mazino does find Mystic, but keep your eyes on Doma. What can he do from here? Now going to be feeling the burn. Has to try and do something. Nagzit denies. Now Magnum left. In a 1v4, denial would be difficult. Does get the first cleanly, but the defuse is coming in. Whether he wants it or not, he can't do anything about it. And crew
rely on the strength of this post-plant utility. Let's see. Kill comes through initially. Nanoswarm going to force them off that initial diffuse tap. And crew have got to come through and clear this here, Lauren.
Yeah, they have to get aggressive. You can't sit back on this. We know these post plants, you got to fight them. There's no two ways about it. Now, Boaster and Durka, the last two alive here. And the flank from Boaster could be big. He does just about see the cape, but as the player taps away so gently, gets him off the spike diffuse, but it is on halfway. And now all three start flooding through. There's nothing he can do.
And only one member of Fnatic noted, so I guess that's why they're keeping 1 mid and 2 on A. But Boaster swings out, finds the freebie, and straight away, they're going to go for this plant.
The rotations weren't leaning early. They were pretty far back. Now, Boaster wants to take space, and he gets it. That's huge work from Boaster. Now he can infiltrate enemy lines. He is behind the line of defense that they'd love to work back in from. Now, 3 on the play back through. BNJ just received a tag. That sets up Boaster. He just needs one of these shots to come through. He can't make it work for towards Nagzed, but now that's the first line of defense broken through. This retake still got some time on it. This is not going to be easy. Durka happy to take fights. Information found for BNJ. But now we are down to the 3 that did only have those sheriffs and the utilities there. But Nags is trying to get aggressive. He knows how to fight these post plants. He's doing whatever he can for it. Magnum needs to face this. The defuse is on halfway. Takes a second, and they're running out of time. Magnum tries to buy it. I think the round is all wrapped up. They somehow turn this around. A bit of info found. Not too much, though. And it will be waiting on the other side. The Killjoy here. Klaus. Maybe here in the spike plant. Can't deny it, though.
It comes through behind that double wall setup, and again, Fnatic going to get that clean plant. No damage down on the way in. They're going to be able to sit very deep now. Once again, expect Durka and Doma to try and run the clock down here. Force crew to push all the way behind Yellow. And actually, Durka comes through. Doma as well. They're going to find 3 kills.
You gotta love Doma when he has rounds like that.
It's going to allow this plant to come through. And once again now, I want to see crew send somebody flanking. They need to come through and pressure the back line.
Yeah, but by now Durka's already finding frags. You could have maybe seen that flank coming out from Mazino, maybe, but even then, look at them, they're just funneled in. Both Killjoys investing. This is messy as anything. So many ults online right now, but Boaster doesn't care, neither does Durka. This is going to be crew having to back away. They have nothing to work out of this one. They can maybe make it costly, but that's not the win that you want here. Yeah, it's time to get out of there, but you could already see the hunt starting to begin. Mystic's happy to try and take some of these rifles away if they can get to them in time, but so much was just invested in that round. And it still works out at a 4v2, and it's going to be down to just 1 rifle remaining for Delzik, and Magnum's closing in as well.
This is brutal. And the problem right there is you invest a lockdown on B, it only gives you control of site. Now, knowing that Fnatic are playing on lane, that lockdown in lane is always going to yield a better result.
Must be nice to have someone like him, but now Klaus... Again, we haven't seen too many of these rifle rounds leaning towards this A site, so crew are going to have to be sitting a little bit deeper. They've lost part of the site control enough of the extent that they'll probably give up the plant, but Fnatic taking a pause for thought here, clearing utility as they go, not in a massive hurry just yet.
Well, they're actually playing this deep enough. Actually, Klaus will come through, find a trade. I was going to say, I think they're playing deep enough to allow the Hunter's Fury to come through, but no tag on the plant here, and BNJ will find the second and third, and the res comes through, so man advantage in favor of crew on this retake.
Mystic is still alive. Keep your eye on this post plant. This is where things start becoming a problem. They do have the extra body to put down to at least try and pull this retake off. BNJ could be the first one forward. Trade comes in. Delzik stays alive. Mazino does find Magnum is on Durka now. Diffuse could be toyed with. Not just yet. Durka just checks on it for a second. Goes back. No way. Dives out. Slices them up. Huge work from Durka again. He starts the round with a bang and he closes it. Sitting in the pocket of Fnatic 2 towards crew. And it looks like they are trying to show a lot of presence towards long here. They're looking for those early fights. Maybe this is a switch up and they lose to Durka. For now, he stays alive with 56 HP. There's still another player here. Finally, Mazino gets it. The double down from Mazino's big. That's map control. Fought for and won. But Klaus is going to hear all this. He knows this player's coming his way. And now there's a time limit on it. What does he do? He looked lost.
Boaster?
He looked... I don't know how Boaster gets away with it, 1, and how 2, Klaus just looked like he wasn't ready for it. At this point, now we're down to 2, BNJ and Mazino. Magnum spots him out on the flank. Fnatic, just, they're all encompassing right now. As finally Mazzino wins that fight on long, the instant flex on the push towards A.
It's beautiful to watch as Mazzino's going to get caught knife in hand, but the contingencies in place from Fnatic.
30 seconds left.
Down to 30. That mid piece. Oh no! Delzik gets caught in the middle of it. Klaus and B&J still going to do well though. Klaus playing so well, trying to make up for all the problems that they've had here. Nagset just with the pistol in his hand, just trying to buy the time. 15 seconds. Where is that spike? It is with Mystic right now, on towards the site itself. Tries to get a quick plant through, and it looks like so he's going to get it. Klaus is right on by. Nagset by his side. There's a 3v2 now. Play back in. Mazzino just trying to keep this one in check, and you can see the pit's a little unique here.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but this Viper's pit is actually pretty toxic.
No.
It's
Mystic. Oh,
so awkwardly
they can't
set
get
up.
on it. This is horrible, and Domer is just being such a problem. He doesn't even need to repeat this. He's just biding time, keeping the pressure away from Mystic again. And you can see Mystic don't need though help. He's fine. Nagset goes down. Klaus gonna be down to 1 HP. And just, yeah, there's nothing to be done. This is one of those strats. It's one of those little pieces, those pocket pieces from Fnatic that just terrify teams, and for the right reasons. This was a switch up. You can hope, you can pray all you want, but at this point the rifle rounds are just evading you. Quick plant comes in. Domer does manage to keep his life for now. I don't know if escape's going to be an option, but Dirk is going to try and bail him out. Nagset on the other side. And it's going to be Delzik to find Domer. So into the post plant we go. Let's see if they can disrupt this. First layer of utility now toyed with. Klaus did find Dirk in the meantime. Now there's going to be further layers to this. Mystic invests his piece of utility. Mazzino needs to get involved in this now.
Lurk comes through though. Magnum perfectly positioned and actually going to be able to put the turret on the top. Mystic and Magnum combined to split through onto B. They might actually get a clean plant and connector here. Magnum pop one down. Boaster, okay, somehow finds a kill. A shot down to Nagset there. I don't know if that was a line up onto default, but the plant wasn't even there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened, but Magnum now going to be fed information. Zeno trying to work around this. This is messy, it's scrappy, it's an unorthodox piece, but Delzik going to find another, and this is looking like Crew Release trying their best this time. Mazzino surprised, but again keeps his cool down to 2 now, and the angle's perfect for Mazzino. There's wait. Oh.
He's actually going to get spotted out by the Alder. I'm going to come away and back up, but only information at least gathered here. And Boaster actually a perfect crossfire to deal with that dash through from Nags. Oh, the crossfire beautiful from Mystic and Boaster there. 3 kills on the round already. Klaus and B&J got to back up, but the spike's already lost.
It's deep into enemy territory, and the back's already covered. Yeah, the turret's there, but it doesn't matter. That whole retreat is covered off. They cornered in. B&J and Klaus, they needed some damage, maybe a spike plant, get some rifles away, get some upgrades. That would have been perfect. And Crew watching their chances here slowly just dissipate, slip through the fingers. Klaus and B&J, what can you do with this? Domer right, waiting. Mystic tucked in on the corner.
Player standing.
And well, B&J gonna have to just face the music here. Flawless round coming through. Prime Gaming.
So potentially can run through and try and brute force this plant. I'll say that. Mystic actually going to fall off the rip here. Klaus finds that one. The wall will be invested on backside. Boaster actually able to poke a hole in it. It's an awkward plant actually by Delzik. It's tucked in the corner, so they can't actually play deep. It's not in sight. There's actually the Hunter's Fury going to come through, nearly actually catching 3 members of Crew there. But elsewhere, Magnum, Durka, and Domer all firing kills. Delzik, last man up now.
He has to just stand and fight. That's all he's got left. And Boaster outdoes him. It's going to be 12 on the board for Fnatic. He's pushing up. Keeps himself at least unchecked for now. If you crest that corner, he knows that they're right around there. He's seeing a pixel out of place, and this man, that might be all he needs. Sees one, that's going to be the start. The second, the Reaper from up above. Durka just like a guillotine right now, slicing through Crew, but Delzik at least puts up a fight back here. But you can see it just looks like right now Fnatic are just going to take this from them, rip it out of their hands. Magnum happy to take the fight as Nagset is the last one alive, and Fnatic destroy Crew in the first game of Masters.
It's just simply outclassed. That's the only way to describe that. Crew not showing a complete inability to deal with what Fnatic bring to this game. Like I said, Icebox was one